And cut, there was a few bloopers there. Excuse me. Dog farts, a Pooters revenge. Nobody makes stinkier or louder farts than me. But I must say, my best friend always gets pretty close. He's always ready to rip a juicy butt disaster. And he makes everybody want to run screaming out of the room. He also loves to sniff people's butts. Okay, I'm not talking about myself or Mrs. Fat Cat. I'm talking about my dog, Pooter. All the other little puppies at the pound were running, jumping, barking and playing. But I knew me and Pooter would be best friends because the first thing that he did when I saw him was pee on my dad's shoes. Ever since then, the Stone Age people and dogs have been together for two reasons. So that the dogs could eat, and so that people could blame their farts on somebody else. Pooter knows that's how it goes, so he never gets mad when I pass gas and pass the blame over to him. He's the best dog a boy could ever ask for. One day though, Pooter got into a lot of trouble and had to get bailed out. It was the least I could do for my best friend, and I'd do it again right now, because it was the funniest day ever I had had since I had turned my underwear into a hot air balloon and floated through the hallway at my school without my pants on. Captain Superhero Man. Are you listening, Fat Cat? Awesome Saturday morning. I ran downstairs and turned on the TV to watch Captain Superhero Man. My favourite superhero was caught in the clutches of the man with the spooky laugh. I had to know how it ended. Of course, as soon as I turned on the TV, Pooter came slouching into the room and fell over on his side next to me and flopped on the floor. Pooter isn't a morning dog. Captain Superhero Man was just about to pull something out of his amazing utility belt when my little sister Brittany walked in. She still acts like a little baby and cries a lot about things that really aren't a big deal, like eating vegetables, like going to school, like going on a bus, and almost getting flushed down the toilet. Yet again, that's another story for another day. Anyway, Brittany came into the room and I knew right away that she was going to be an annoying little sister. I want to watch TV, she whined. You are watching TV, I said. I mean, she was. She was standing right there, watching the TV. I want to watch something else. You always get to watch whatever you want, Milo. I'm not changing my channel, Brittany, I said, turning my head to ignore her. That's the best thing you can do about little sisters. Ignore them until they shut up, or they go and tell on you. Why no? Brittany screamed. But she screamed so loud she farted. Wait a minute, where am I? That's why you're such a baby, you pooped your pants, I said. I did know. I'm not a baby, Brittany said, and she started to cry just like she always does. You are too, farty baby, you're nothing but a farty baby. I didn't fart, it was Pooter, Brittany said, stomping her feet and pointing at the dog. Pooter just yawned, then he got up and stretched, a big long stretch. Farty baby, farty poopy bum, but I need to say that again. You're a farty baby, farty poopy butty baby, I sang, and of course that just made Brittany get madder. I think she was just about to go mental, but then Pooter lifted up his tail, put his butt right next to my face, and launched a great big massive fart that was so hot and stinky it squeezed about a gallon of tears out my eyes. They splashed onto my pants and you know what that looks like. Ha ha ha, Milo, you look as if you've just peed your pants, Brittany said, giggling of course. She wasn't crying at all anymore. The little faker. But I couldn't even say anything. The fart had been so bad I could not breathe now. Milo's a baby, Brittany sang. But then Pooter started wiggling his wagging his tail. Brittany was about to start doing her I'm a better than my stupid big brother dance when the fart made its way over to her. She squealed and clapped her hands over her nose. Ah, it's burning, she screamed. I was just ready to turn the tables on Brittany and hopefully finish watching Captor's Superhero Man when Pooter lifted his tail up again and let out a giant bottom burp that was even worse than the first one. This one was so bad I was glad I hadn't eaten my breakfast. Ah, no. And the third dog fart was so bad it had made Brittany regret that she had eaten her breakfast. Farts are great, but farts this bad couldn't be normal. The dog needs help. It smelt like rotten fish that an elephant put into a rotten diaper. The room was starting to get wavy and a little green. I couldn't see the TV clearly anymore. I was going to miss Captain Superhero Man. I thought, what about a superhero and what would he do? I realised that in this situation they'd fight fire with fire. Even the worst fart isn't so bad when it's your own brand. I clenched my butt cheeks. I pushed out the biggest, gassiest, most space-taking fart I ever could. It whistled and it hissed as it came out, like I was filling a balloon. The fart expanded and expanded, and when I looked behind me I could almost see the outline of it, like a big wavy gassy bag. Then it popped, with a huge sound like someone sneezing into a tuba. Suddenly the room smelled exactly the way it should, like Milo Snot Rocket's farts. It was the sweetest air freshener in the world. Brittany had been smelling my farts forever, so she really was used to them and didn't mind the new smell just as much. But we were still very concerned about the horrible face-melting fart that Pooter had just fired out of his body from under that tail. "Pooter, are you okay?" she asked, petting Pooter. Pooter sure looked okay. He was wagging his tail and panting. His eyes opened as wide as they ever got, sort of half open and half squinty. "He looked fine to me," I said, shrugging my shoulders. "Pooter farts all the time." "But he never farts that bad," Brittany said. She actually looked pretty worried. "Maybe he has to go to the vet." "No way, Brittany. He's fine." But I kinda sorta maybe said that to myself to make me feel a wee bit better. They farts were really, really bad. Everyone gets some toxic gas toots sometimes. Nothing to worry about. I turned around so I could keep watching Captain Superhero Man on the television. He was about to beat the man with the spooky laugh once and for all. I leaned in close, so excited I was about to pee in my pants for real. And then the television exploded. I'm no kidding. I heard a loud blah brap noise, and then the television just blew up. Brittany and I frog jumped 3 feet away. Pooter just looked at us, wagging his tail like nothing had happened. He had just farted so loud that he blew the telly up. And that's when we knew that there was finally something wrong, and definitely something wrong with our dog. I think we definitely need to get Pooter to the vet. "Mom! Mom!" Me and Brittany started shouting, running into the kitchen. Pooter followed us, his collar jiggling like absolutely nothing was weird. Mum was sitting at the kitchen table talking to one of her friends from college on the phone. "Mom!" I screamed. She ignored us. "Mom!" said Brittany. She ignored us. "Mom!" we both said. "Hold on, Cheryl," she said, and she gave us the angry mum look. You know that look mums give you when you're in bother? It just makes you want to go and sit in your bed, quietly, and hope she never finds you again. One of they looks. Brittany and I were helpless. "Kids, please! Can you please wait? I'm on the phone." She stared at us for about 8 seconds, with her eyes bulging out of her head. It was completely quiet in the kitchen, as we knew. And then she started talking on the phone again like nothing had just happened. "Mom! Mom!" I said, tugging on her shirt. "Hang on, Cheryl," she said on the phone. "The kids are acting out a little today." She glared at me again. "What is it?" "Mom, Pooter has got to go to the vets. He's farting really bad. Oh, don't be silly, Milo. Pooter is a dog. Dogs fart all the time. But Mom, this is different. He blew the TV up with his butt. Don't lie to me, Mum said. Pooter doesn't need to go to the vet for his farts. And right at that moment, Pooter let out a deafening sound. A butt trumpet right there in front of my mum's face. It was so loud the dishes jumped out of the cupboards and smashed all over the kitchen floor. Oh my! Screamed Mum, holding her nose. On the phone, I could clearly hear Cheryl screaming, "What was it? What's wrong? What's wrong? Why does the phone smell so bad? What's happened?" Mum told Cheryl she'll have to call her back and told us to get our shoes on. We were going to the vets right away. As Mum knew it was now a medical emergency, so the four of us jumped straight into the minivan and started driving. Within 5 seconds in the car, we had to roll down all the windows, stick all our heads out the window, just so that we could breathe. Pooter was totally fine with that. Normally he never got to put his head out the window when we drove anywhere. We got onto the highway and sped to the downtown vets. I looked behind us and saw that some of the cars were swerving a little, then suddenly started crashing behind us. Within seconds, the highway was backed up with about 50 cars, piled up so bad the news crews started flying helicopters overhead to cover it. One of the helicopters started following us. "Mum, turn on the radio," I said. "I'm here live via helicopter at the scene of the worst traffic accident in the city's history. It's only going to get worse," the news reporter said over the radio. "It appears that the same car is causing this incredible devastation. A car belonging to a Mrs. Snot Rocket of 123 Fake Street, right here in Pooper Town. Mrs. Snot Rocket's car smells so bad it's causing people to crash her cars." Mum didn't say anything, but she was gripping the steering wheel so hard that it looked like her fingernails were stuck right inside it. "Well, this is just great," said Mum. "It's going to take hours to see the vet." We couldn't even sit down, so we just stood waiting in line behind about 10 or 12 people. Pooter seemed to be having a good time though. All the other dogs were sniffing his butt and wagging their tails. It almost seemed like they were really impressed at what was shooting out of this dog's butt. One little fuzzy dog was just about getting ready to have a good whiff of Pooter's poo hole when he fired a butt pedo that knocked the little dog over on its back. All the people in the room were gagging and coughing. "Oh, we're under attack!" They all screamed, some of them barely managing to cover their mouth. They ran away. We're probably going to see a people doctor instead of the animal doctor now. In just a few seconds, the office was empty except for my family and the receptionist. She really didn't know what to say to us. Next patient. We came into the vet's room and the vet seemed like a nice fat lady. And she was. "Hi, Pooter. Good boy," she said. "What seems to be the trouble?" She looked at us, smiling. "The dog's farting even more than my son Milo," said Mum. I took a bow, of course. "It's not easy being great. Isn't there anything you can do?" "Farts? Well, dogs pass gas fairly frequently." She lifted Pooter's tail up to take a closer look at his butt. "It's usually nothing to worry about, even if it is stinkier than... Oh." Right then, Pooter fired a fart straight into the doctor's face. She slowly turned green, then put Pooter's tail down very slowly. She didn't say anything for a little while. Oh, this is the worst case I've ever seen," she said. Her voice sounded very flat, like someone talking when they're about to take a dizzy turn. "There is nothing I can do." She turned around and walked straight out of the door, closed the door, and never ever came back. There you go, boys and girls. That is absolutely hilarious, and I can't wait to read the second part. See you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.